For each knight, 1 point each. And as we have it, that's 5 passes, giving a total score and victory to Sir Matthew with 22 points! Now folks, this is an actual sport. In fact, we actually travel around all over North America, from here in Florida all the way to Alaska, to actually compete in this sport. And these two men here are two of the professionals in that sport. So this is why you get to see that real jousting here at the Sarasota Medieval Fair. Actually, Squire, why don't you just give them a quick show, just so they understand that those lances are solid. Yeah, they don't break easy. So any pieces you see flying into the air, actually, you know what? If you visit our gift booth, you can actually buy a piece of broken lance. We ask for a $5 donation. Have it signed by one of the knights. You can take home a real piece of history, because it's caused a lot of pain to a lot of knights. But also, actually, in lieu of that, you can also actually ride one of our war horses around the arena after the show. For $5, you can take a lap around this field of honor on a real war horse, on one of these big, beautiful animals. These proceeds actually go to the care of these beautiful horses. And I'd like a nice round of applause for the horses that are working hard for you guys. They are the true stars of our show. All right, our knights are ready. Do you want to see some jousting? Yeah! And give them your voices! That was a nice hard hit. We almost saw 2 knights in the dirt. However, both saving their fall. A strike with no broken lances, 1 point each. The score is 21-8 for Sir Matthew. Popular by the Germans, called Realgestick, which is a horrible word to have to say. Now, I do not speak German, so I have no idea what that means. But after 10 years of experience with jousting, I am pretty sure that Realgestick translated to English means hurts a lot. And I'll explain why. It's all because of that Grand Guard. You see, the Grand Guard is important because it's the target. The knights must hit the Grand Guard in order to get points. Now, the Grand Guard is not like the rest of the suit of armor. If you get a chance to look at one of these suits up close, like the one displayed at our gift booth, you'll notice that a suit of armor is made generally smooth. This is to protect the knight, causing the lance to deflect away from the body, lessening the impact that they feel. The Grand Guard is not smooth. It's been gridded with bars of steel, designed to catch the lance and deliver the full force of the impact right into the knight's chest. Now, imagine how that's gonna feel. Each of these horses can reach a speed of almost 25 miles an hour apiece. That's a combined speed at impact of 50 miles an hour. Knight plus horse plus armor can weigh almost 2,500 pounds each. That equals out to almost 5,000 pounds per square inch of pressure, hitting them right in the chest. Now, our scoring structure is very simple. The knights will receive 1 point for striking the Grand Guard, 5 points if they break their lance on the Grand Guard, and ultimately 10 points if they unhorse their opponent and send them into the dirt below. Now, as a word of caution to you in the audience, however, I just said that our lances can break. That is not because they are drilled or tampered with. That is because of that sheer force of impact. And because of that heavy force, it causes the lance pieces, when they break, to fly into the air. Sometimes they can fly as far as you in the audience. So I'm going to warn you now. If you think you see a piece of lance coming towards you, it really is a piece of lance coming towards you. Try to duck, dodge out of the way, hold up a small child to protect yourself. Don't worry, they're squishy and they heal fast.
They're squishy and they heal fast.
Seriously though, don't do that. Our knights are in the list and are ready. Who wants Scotland to win? Woo! Who wants England to win? All right, knights at the ready. Give them your voices. Well, that was a good way to start. Both knights on target. Broken lances, 5 points each.
You got a big hit. Yeah.
Now we're having competition. If you want your knight to win, make sure you cheer really loudly. They're wearing helmets and it's hard for them to hear you. There they go. Give them your voices. A touch for Sir Joseph, 1 point. A broken lance for Sir Matthew, 5 points. The score is 10-6 for Sir Matthew. Pass number 3. Matthew. All right. Let them hear you cheer! A strike for Sir Joseph, 1 point. And an unhorsing for Sir Matthew, 10 points! Now, however, that was the 3rd pass. We will be checking to see how Sir Joseph is doing. Very much a precaution. It's a long way down to hit the dirt from 6-foot-high horse. And we'll see if he will continue for 2 more passes.
Princess Alex!
Princess Alex! Sir Joseph! Nobly chosen, my lords, nobly chosen. Well, honor has been met. Favors have been chosen. Shall we have a competition? Not quite yet. Now, of course, we will be jousting. However, we do need to spend a moment to warm up our horses and our knights. And I know down here in Florida, it's fairly warm most of the time. However, I'm speaking of their muscles. Our horses, like athletes, need to be prepared for the joust. But instead, of course, like any other equestrian event, watching these 2 gentlemen ride around in circles, which would be boring, I'm sure they agree, we will have a small contest of games, skills at arms. Now, we of course call these games, but these were actually training maneuvers used by knights to teach young squires how to use weapons while on horseback, making them the true meaning of the word knight, a mounted soldier. Now, our first game will test their accuracy. Our knights will take a spear in their hand, and then they will attempt to capture rings. Now, of course, we do like to be a little dangerous out here. So instead of using a metal or wooden stand, no. Our rings will be held in the bare hands of our brave squires.
Nope.
There's a fine line between bravery and that other thing. Now, there'll be 1 point for each ring. The knight with the most rings will be victorious, but to make it more interesting, the kings have provided gold for our competition. So the knight who wins the game gets to take some of that gold and give it to his audience. Who wants some gold? Now you see, they cheer louder when you pay them. So Matthew stands ready. Does Scotland wish victory? Woo! 3 rings on the first pass. He has 1 other side to go down. He has 3 more rings. Do you think he's going to get a perfect score? 1. Oh! And a miss and 2. 5 out of 6. 5 points for Sir Matthew. Let's hear it for Sir Matthew. started yet. Vicious this side. Sir Matthew, welcome to the field.
Thank you,
Now you reigned victory almost all of yesterday for the matches that you competed in. So tell me, on this glorious Sunday, how do you feel that you are going to fare for your audience?
I feel pretty froggy.
It feels pretty froggy. So Matthew, you're the Scotsman, I'm the Frenchman. My lords and ladies, on the other side, he of course needs an opponent. So let's hear a mighty hue and cry for the champion of England, Sir Joseph! Oh, come on, you guys over here can cheer too. Come on. All right, Sir Joseph, the opportunity is here for you. Sir Matthew says he feels pretty froggy. What is your response? That joke was already laid, and you dropped the lance in this fact. I was hoping for something along the lines of helping him jump off his horse, but it's all right, he does get hit in the head for a living. Well, and ladies, here are your champions. What do you think of your knights? Impressive physical specimens both. Now, your majesties, as we hear of the knights, now, hopefully that will help get your excitement going and allow you to cheer for these gentlemen, but your majesties, I must divide the crowd. I believe it works best in the way you are standing so that they actually know who they're cheering for, and I can announce them each of their knights, and then that way they know the name of the man they are cheering for. Does this bode well for you? Excellent, excellent. Well, I'll start with the Scottish side, Scottish King, for Robert the Bruce, and this side of the arena, around all the way from the King, all the way around this side, and to... Why? Oh, actually, that works perfectly. Hi there! We actually have Merida in the audience. Good Scottish lass. Oh, you can keep standing. I need you to be up. Stand up. Can you put your arms in the air? Can you guys see her? Mostly? Good. She's my center point. No, Steve standing. From her all the way back around to His Majesty of Scotland, you will be cheering for the Scottish champion, Sir Matthew. So when Sir Matthew comes upon the field, how is that side of the arena going to cheer for Sir Matthew? A mighty Scottish roar indeed. Now from our lovely Scottish princess, all the way around this side of the arena and back to King Edward, our English king. You will be cheering for his champion, Sir Joseph. When Sir Joseph comes to this field to compete against his Scottish opponent, how are you going to cheer for Sir Joseph?